Before I start this video, shout out Coryxkenshin.
Like my girls kinda short, wear their booty fat.
But y'all know right now in this world, we in some dark times.
And you have a do-it-yourself face mask.
The entire country is shutting down.
We experience some dark things on Earth. But before I start this video,
it's just an eerie sight to see.
Wow. Jesus.
It really seems like we're chasing it.
This is apocalyptic.
Hello, it is November 9th. We are currently getting ready for an evacuation.
Y'all already know what I'm about to say. Go get your snacks.
I just started off in your world.
So, y'all know what today is.
Way to go, wait, start.
Yes, 9/11. The whole reason why I want to talk about this today is because the whole dark reality about it. I just want to clarify. These are going to be some dark conspiracies about 9/11.
That a plane has crashed into the World Trade Center. We don't know anything more than that. We don't know if it was a commercial aircraft. We have no idea.
What made this a big conspiracy, because for some reason, people heard bombs before the plane crashed.
They report they believe there was a bomb in the lobby. So I believe the bomb hit the lobby first.
Bomb in the building, start clearing out. Bomb in the building, start clearing out.
The building has collapsed. That tower just came down.
Then of course they had this worker, janitor. He was working for one of the buildings for 20 years. And then him as well, of course, said that he heard bombs before the plane hits the building.
It was the first hijacked plane that hit the...
It was the first hijacked plane. No, hello, that was an explosion before 9/11, before the plane hit the tower.
People at their gas pumps who turned to look at the smoke that was coming from the city, started stepping out of bodegas and stores.
Now remember, everything that I'm saying is this whole dark conspiracy theory. I don't know 100% if this is true, but a lot of people saying that regardless of everything that you've seen on the media, it wasn't planes at all. The planes were CGI. It was actual bombs.
The airplane did disappear like a bad special effect. Exactly like a bad special effect.
A good special effect would have parts exploding and bouncing off and tumbling to the streets below.
It doesn't twist, bend, slow down, break, or explode.
And of course, people looked at this video even more. And then they thought to themselves, how does the plane go through the building? They did a test on this, and when the test came out that they did on a plane crashing into something, it almost dissolved.
An hour.
Immediately, the whole plane.
It's doing 500 miles an hour.
Remember, it went through the building?
Completely in one side and out the other.
It's physically impossible for the nose of a Boeing 767 airplane to emerge intact.
Apparently there was no exit hole at that point of the plane that went through the building and out the building. So people really started to believe that, okay, this is CGI. And there's so much more weird things about 9/11 because on these news channels, everything goes black for a split second. So nobody knows why it went black for that split second on all of these different news channels. Not only that, they noticed one specific news channel did this.
And the 1 second that would show the fate of Pinocchio's nose has been edited out. Why would the Now Day brothers remove that little piece of video?
Yes, apparently they edited it out, the plane hitting the building. Now, if you look at one of these videos that somebody took, you see the plane flying into the building. But pay attention to the wing of this plane. I don't know, what do y'all think? Do y'all think this is a whole dark conspiracy theory behind it? Do y'all think it's something deeper going on? Or do you think the planes just actually hit the building and all of this just so coincidental? Coincidentally? I don't know. It happened. Now, enough of them conspiracy theories. Guess what? Cartoons. The Cookie Monster. Do you know the Cookie Monster? Well, there's this cover of it destroying the Twin Towers. This cartoon from 1948.
Look! It's the towers! They're falling!
I mean, it continues. Movie posters, advertisements, newspapers, comic books, artwork, album covers, video games. Now, way before 9/11 even happened, there's this newspaper. Look at this and tell me what you think about it. I mean, like, crazy. But that wasn't the whole point of that. The point of that was, the main focus is, these buildings will be so big that a plane can go in it. That's the little saying that they would say. So of course, that's why they put the article with the 2 Twin Towers with the plane back to the cartoons, because for some reason, it's there more than we even thought. Mind you, these cartoons are very old. Before I was born. Definitely before you was born. 1997, this cartoon right here.
Manhattan.
Even much older show in 1995.
Down before it gets to you, and I'm out of here.
I think there was one in an old movie, I believe. I want you to look at this. There's a certain cartoon. In this cartoon, if you go to the right, you see it. Coming soon. Basically, these two guys were arguing in front of a movie theaters, and you know this is supposed to be the new movie theater picture frame that you see when you're outside the movie theaters, and that's why that said coming soon. And it's so much more, like, it's literally so much more. Another cartoon, I believe, 2 leg bones and a plane driving right past it or going into it, either one. Wait, I said that wrong. If you look at it closely, the bones in the Twin Tower is because it says everyone thinks they safe and strong until arthritis collapses them. So the plane is arthritis collapsed to the building. Okay. I misunderstood that at first. Now, I didn't know this thing existed until a lot of YouTubers started talking about it. Predictive programming. That's why you see all the cartoons, the ads, everything you're seeing now is the reason why everything went on the way it did. It's because the world was putting it out there without even knowing it was putting it out there. 9/11 actually happened. If you're still kind of lost about predictive programming, basically, people controlling the media put subliminal things out there. So they put it everywhere in front of our eyes. That way, when it happens, we don't be so surprised to it because we've seen it all along. We've seen it our whole life growing up, and you don't really know it. So that way, when you get older, it's like you knew without even knowing.
We need a cure!
Why, the only cure is bed rest.
Say the best way to recover is to rest. During the pandemic, sick days became part of everyday talk.
Don't talk to anyone. Don't touch anyone. Stay away from other people.
In the back of your head, you like, for some odd reason, I knew this was going to happen, and you didn't know why. Well, that's the answer. That's the conspiracy theory behind this predictive programming thing, and why 9/11 even happened. I don't know what y'all think about 9/11. Now, before I end this video, this is what absolutely gave me the goosebumps. The 9/11 calls to the police. Before I show y'all this, I need y'all to paint this picture in y'all head. Tall building. You're way up there and you're stuck.
He was asleep when she called.
Sean, it's me. I just wanted to let you know I love you, and I'm stuck in this building in New York. There's lots of smoke, and I just wanted you to know that I love you. What is
a sign of their new married love? May present you for the first time Mr. and Mrs. Sean Hughes.
There's lots of smoke, and I just wanted you to know that I love you. What is
Not only that, most people had 2 options. Burn by the fire or jump out that tall building. Imagine if you were stuck with those 2 options.
I'm on the 83rd floor. I'm gonna die, aren't I? No. I'm gonna die. Liv, say your prayers. We're gonna think positive because you gotta help each other get off the floor. I'm now dying.
And that's why these phone calls hit so different.
What are those people gonna do? All the elevators are blocked out.
There's a fire on my floor. I love you, girl. I love you. I don't know if I'm gonna be okay, Kim. I love you so much.
It's because basically it's no living situation. You have to choose the way that you want to go out. It's crazy.
Shawty want me, she boring. She a lady when she in a